I see 5 main causes of where those problems occur, and I can bring a few examples from what we worked on. So I feel like the main one, the number one, is for sure the demand for AI starts wrong. I think Yuri hinted at it, but I've seen most of my clients, they reach out to me and say, we have a mandate from the CEO or from the board. We need to improve productivity by 30% using AI, right? So the goal set is we need AI. And with that, it's very hard for the company to translate that need and connect to strategy. We'll talk about strategy in a bit. But the second one is there's no methodology. So we've seen companies, okay, we want to have a clear roadmap into how we implement AI. Then they just send a blank PDF template or PowerPoint to the whole company and say, please fill in with your with what your business needs are or why we build AI. And then they call this a business case. But people are not trained. They don't know what they're talking about, how to measure. They don't know how to define value. They're either operators that understand really well their processes, or they're corporate people who don't understand the exact needs very clearly. So these are very limited results. And that connects really well with the third point, which is fluency. So if you ask somebody, what can you do with AI? And they don't talk the language of AI, they don't understand what the possibilities are. All of the solutions end up building a new MyGPTs on ChatGPT, or creating a chatbot that you can ask questions and it'll answer questions. So if the team does not have fluency on those, on the possibilities that AI can deliver, it's very hard for them to think of solutions for the problems. Even if they identify the problems correctly, it's very hard for them to come up with solutions that deliver positive ROI, right? So then the fourth one is obviously these are disconnected from strategy, right? There's a lot of very exciting. I was in December at an annual conference from one of the biggest airlines in the Middle East, and they're extremely excited about a chatbot that would respond with natural voice conversation. And it creates a lot of excitement because it's very impressive technology that people haven't seen before. But what they see is that was, in that specific case, it was completely disconnected from what the strategy of the company was, right? And that's also corroborated by research. So BCG had a study that he said that the winners of AI, they have 3 or 4 business cases that deliver really clearly on the strategy, versus the other losers that they classified that did not have success with the AI implementation, that have 6 or more, many of them over 40 ideas. So it's impossible for you to have focus on your strategy and run 40 different initiatives, right? And the last one is, I can think of a client that we work with. They called us because they wanted to to improve their process for document validation. So in this client, they had 135,000 documents that they had to validate. They had a team of 250 people to execute that process. And they're struggling to reach the volume that they had to validate. They were only able to validate half of that document. So they asked us to help improve that process. But what we did is we looked at the workflow. We saw, you don't need to automate this process that you have right now. Otherwise, you're just going to scale the problems that you have. What you need is a completely workflow. So it is, okay, we scrap what we do and let's rethink how do we deliver a document validated following the right specifications that your business require at the same cost. So what we ended up doing is we had an agreement with them. We build the system and we run the system and we charge them per document validated. And we're charging 1/10 of what it would cost before. So those are the kind of examples where you need to have process redesign tied to the technology. It's not standalone technology, it's not just process, and it's scaling the combination that works well. So I think just to wrap up, I feel like a lot of the initiatives, we're talking about why the ROI is so low. I feel that most initiatives, AI initiatives, are not really initiatives. They're just a tool purchase that people just wear a costume, put a costume on it, and dress it as a business case. But at the end of the day, they're just a tool purchase. They're not a true initiative focused on changing business processes.